Hi guys, how you doing today? Good. Is everybody cool? Do we need to stretch? Are we cool? You good? Okay. Well, my name is Ashley. I'm a professional actor. I went to WVU and got my BFA in acting performance. I decided to start off by telling you some things that I did fail at and continue to fail at. So the first is, it took me about 100 auditions before I got my first role on TV, which wasn't very big. Done a couple things on the Discovery Channel, did a couple things on Netflix, and after I did those things, I realized that there were a lot of things that I wanted to do that I couldn't do in that field. So the biggest thing I'm proud of is I wrote a play a couple years ago, and some of you might get to see it in high school next year. It's called Catch, and it's a bullying prevention piece that I thought was really cool. And the reason I wrote it is because I think that a lot of people don't listen to you guys. Do you ever feel like you come to school and whether it's a friend or a teacher or administrator, they just don't really listen to you? Okay, well, administrators come to school and sometimes they don't feel like you listen to them. So there's kind of a barrier there. So I wrote a play about it. And that's why I became an actor in the first place. I think it's really important to tell people stories. Think about all the times you go through the day and you're thinking about a test you have or something you have to do that's really stressful, and somebody comes up and tells you something. And then they walk away a couple minutes later and they say, and you go, oh my gosh, what did they say to me? Do you ever do that? Do we always listen to everything everybody says? Whoever said yes, you're lying. So it's important, pay attention to what people say to you. So there's two components of success I wanted to tell you about today. One is personal success, and one is success in a group. Who's in your group? Okay, some of you are in 8th, some of you are in 7th, some of you are in 6th. What if I told you everybody in here was in your group? Do you know everybody in here? And then? Okay. Shh. Do you know some people in here? Okay. Are there some people in here that maybe aren't your best friend and you don't really love that much? Okay, so those people, hey, hear me out. I got something to tell you. You listening? Thank you. In order to have success in a group, you have to always be kinder to the person next to you, whether you like them or not, okay? So, maybe somebody doesn't do something you like too much. Maybe see how their day's going, see what's going on with them. Kelly said earlier, not everybody comes from the same place. How many people feel like sometimes you come to school and your parents are really ticking you off? Okay. Sometimes how we feel when we get to school affects the rest of our day. So I have a job for you to do. This week, I want you to talk to one person in the hallway that you've never met before, okay? And I want you to say, not now, later. I want you to ask them how their day is going. Can you do that for me? Okay. Yo, are we listening? Are we not listening? Okay. Second thing you have to do is success for yourself. What's your goal this week? Maybe it's to get an A on your test. Maybe next week it's to, I want to do really well and I want to be part of the cheerleading team, or I want to be on the basketball team, or I want to be first chair in band, or I want to go to all-state chorus. Maybe you want to do those things. It all adds up. So this week, focus on your test. Study. Get a good grade. You'll see those good grades build up into a final grade. Maybe that'll let you into the classes you want to be in. Maybe it'll help you stay on the team that you like. Don't you have to have a certain grade to stay on a team? Okay, work hard at that. Is there something that you love? Did everybody think of something that you love? Okay, you got it? Okay, think in your head, not out loud, think in your head, how much do I love that thing I'm thinking of? Okay, now ask yourself a question. Are you listening? Hey, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself, what would I do for that thing that I love? Okay, so when I went to acting school, I knew that when I went to school, I was going to come out with a lot of debt, okay, a lot of money that I owed for that. And it's not a job that you can just go out and apply and get a job and have a salary. It's a job that you have maybe for a couple weeks or a couple months, or some jobs even last a couple days. So I have 4 jobs right now. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that, because for me, that is success. I get to do what I love every day because I work from 9 in the morning or 8 in the morning to sometimes midnight, but I do it because I really, really enjoy telling people stories. It's not everybody's lifestyle, but it's what I've chosen. So I have 2 things to tell you before I go today. One is, the only way you can be successful is if you're honest with yourself and you're good to your neighbor. So what's the first thing? You're honest with your... You're good to your... Exactly. So there's a lot of different people who came in for things that you like to do. Football, soccer, track, volleyball, and that's amazing. And then there's people who stood up for robotics club, for news team, for all these different things. That's awesome. And you need to tell your neighbor how awesome that is, because we all want to succeed together, correct? All right, I'm losing you. Are we listening? Okay, so you have to do what? What's the first one? And what's the second thing? Please, thank you guys. Have a great day.